The Baba Ghoulie Show is brought to you by OTR Halloween Holidays.
Out of the past, phantoms of a world gone by speak again the immortal tale, the wooden ghost.
Mynheer Dow, look yonder on the road.
What is it, Fandriel?
A man hailing us to stop. What shall I do?
Where? I don't see a thing but darkness.
He may be a highwayman. Do you have your pistol?
Oh, yes, I see him now. Stop the carriage, Fandriel. The man may need help. Now, where did he go? Fandriel, can you see him from your box up there?
No, Mynheer. He disappeared. Oh, look, Mynheer Dow. There in the shadows beside the road.
A tall man in a cape and wide-brimmed hat. Fandriel, drive on.
Coachman, hold the reins. Mynheer Dow, what shall I do?
He's coming toward the carriage, Fandriel. Wait.
Are you Mynheer Gerard Dow?
I am. What do you want?
I have been waiting until your return from Rotterdam. You are the uncle and guardian of Rose Faldercoast, I believe.
Yes, I am.
Tonight, by the clock of the Stadthurst, I will call at your studio in Leiden to see you on an urgent matter.
Yes, but what urgent matter is it, Mynheer?
I will tell you of it then. Here is my card. Expect me at 7. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Mynheer Dow, what kind of a man is he? I could not see his face.
Nor could I, Fandriel. It was as if he had no face. Oh, the saints protect us. Drive away from here as fast as you can.
Get up there. Get up.
And I'll admit your good uncle's the best teacher in Holland, but without a shadow of doubt I'm his most promising student. But I can't understand how you, Rose Felderkaust, can expect anybody to paint a portrait of a man without a face.
But, Godfrey, I told you I've never seen his face.
Well, then when did you first meet him?
Oh, long ago, when I was a little girl. And Uncle Gerard and I lived in Rotterdam. One day we went for a long walk outside the city and ate our lunch on the steps of an ancient house that's fallen to ruin. The statue was there, life-size, in a niche in one of the walls. It was carved of wood. Since that time, I've dreamed of him every birthday.
You mean all this is a dream?
Of course, you didn't think he was real, did you?
Oh, the saints preserve us, he's a dream. Of course I thought he was real from the way you spoke of him.
Well, perhaps he is after all. How else do the gold coins appear so mysteriously on my dresser every birthday?
Why, Rose, my darling, I really think you believe in this dream ghost or whatever you call him.
He wishes me well. He looks over me, brings good luck. Why shouldn't I believe in him?
Of course you should if you want to.
Rose, where are you?
Here, Uncle Gerard, with Godfrey in the studio.
Oh, I thought he wasn't returning till late tonight. Something must have happened.
Oh, dear, what a trip. 2 hours of being bounced and jostled in one of Fandriel's infernal carriages. I'll never rent another one from him, never.
Was it so bad, Uncle Gerard? You do look tired.
I do I? Well, I am. Oh, now, where's your new frock? Go, put on your new frock, Rose. Look pretty for Godfrey and for me this evening.
But I was planning to wear it tomorrow on my birthday.
But girls should always look pretty, birthday or not. You run along, Rose. Put it on.
All right, if you say so. Dinner will be ready before long.
Oh, there. She's gone. Godfrey, the most extraordinary thing happened to me on the road to Rotterdam just a little while ago. What time is it now?
Oh, a little before 7.
Oh, we've made it. Had to drive like fury, but we've made it. Godfrey, listen and I'll tell you what happened. Then he walked away quickly into the darkness. I tell you, my boy, the hairs on my head. Oh, there's the Studhurst clock. Godfrey, don't leave me. You stay here. Face him with me.
Of course I will, sir. Oh, but the card. What does the card say?
Here, read for yourself. You'd better turn up the lamp a little.
Yes, sir. Well, how strange. Rüssel van der Husen. Rotterdam, Manor House of the Boom Key.
Gentlemen,
Godfrey!
how do you do? Did I startle you? I'm sorry. My appointment was for 7, I believe.
Yes, of course, it was for 7. Come in, sir. Welcome to my house.
Thank you, but I can stay only a few minutes. This young man...
Oh, forgive me. He is Godfrey Schalken, a student of mine.
Is he to be trusted?
Trusted? Oh, indeed. He's a friend as well as a pupil.
Then perhaps he will do an errand for us. A matter of fetching a box for my carriage.
If Herr Dow wishes me to.
Indeed I do, Godfrey. Our visitor's wish is mine.
It's a small box, resting on the carriage floor. Will you bring it to us?
Why, I'll be happy to do so, sir.
Now, what can I do for you, sir?
You are the guardian of Rose Felderkaust, I believe. She is your ward.
Yes, that's right.
I am prepared to offer her 5 times the future she has a right to expect from her husband.
You are asking for the hand of my niece. I don't believe she's acquainted with you. But it is a tempting offer from so fine a gentleman as you.
Then it is only necessary to sign the engagement. I have the paper with me.
But under the circumstances, well, I think it best to consult with my niece about such unexpected business.
As you wish, after the engagement is signed. Here, there's ink and quill on the table.
But let me call my niece.
You are not content?
Another day, sir, when I know my ward's inclination.
Time is too precious, not another hour.
But I do not know if...
Write your name to the engagement.
Yes, as you say. There. It is done.
Speak of this to your ward when I am gone. Tell her the time has come. Tell her she need have no fear, that with me she will be safe from harm forever. Say I will return during the first hour of her 18th year. Tell her Rüssel van der Huizen will watch over her, as he has done from the moment she was born.
Yes, I will tell her what you say.
Here's the box. It's as heavy as a block of lead.
Now it is in your hands, Herr Dow. Assurance of my promise. Good night.
But must you go? Really, my niece...
Tell her I will return. Good night.
Herr Dow, you've gone white with fear. What did that man say to you?
Oh, the saints forgive me, Godfrey, for what I've done.
What do you mean, sir? What happened?
He took the paper with him. Godfrey, call Rose to us, quickly.
Here I am, Uncle Gerard. All got up in my newest frock. I even pinched my cheeks to make them rosy. Now do I please you both?
Rose, my child, I've done a terrible thing.
What is it? What happened, Godfrey?
Your uncle had a visitor named Rüssel van der Huizen.
What? Rüssel? Such a man was here.
And demanded that I sign the paper. an engagement in marriage for you, Rose, and this man who says you are acquainted with him, that you'd welcome his proposal.
An engagement paper? Rose, did you know anything about this?
No, of course I didn't. Russell isn't a real person.
He was quite real to your uncle and me. Look what he left. A box full of gold, ancient gold coins.
Gold?
For me?
my...
Then it's true. He is real. It's my birthday gold, Godfrey, don't you see?
Menher Dow, let me have that card.
Yes, of course, my boy. Here it is.
I'm going to find out what this is all about before it's too late.
Godfrey, where are you going?
To Rotterdam, that's where I'm going. To look up this Russell van der Heusen at the manor house of the Boom Key, wherever that is, and bring back the engagement paper.
Godfrey, wait. Oh, what is he doing? Uncle Gerard, stop him. There's no need.
No, my child. Let him go. I, for one, will welcome information about this stranger.
But didn't this man say who he was? Didn't he ask to see me?
No, my dear. And he was gone almost before we knew it. He did say one thing, though. He said to tell you that you need have no fear, that he'd return during the first hour of your 18th year.
The first hour? Then that's tonight. 5 hours from now. Uncle Gerard, tonight.
Rose Feltic House.
Oh, who is that in the garden?
It is I. Come to you as I said I would.
You are Russell.
Of course. Don't you recognize me?
Yes, the wide hat, the long cape. Just as I used to dream of you on nights before my birthdays. But I don't understand. I thought you were a recurring dream.
And so I have been. Till now.
My Uncle Gerard waits for you in his study. And I was waiting here in the garden until he called me in. You didn't see him.
We have nothing to say to one another. You and I will set the marriage time. Come. We have much to say.
I'm afraid, Mynheer.
The fear will go. Take my hand.
I cannot leave the garden.
But there is much I would show you. And at last the time is now. It has been too long. My carriage waits on the street.
Will you take me away?
Only to show you wonders. To have you say you love me. With an understanding heart. Come. Here is the garden gate.
Menher Dow, where are you?
Oh, Godfrey. Oh, it's you. Oh, thank heaven you've come. The saints preserve us, my boy. We are dealing with a demon, my boy.
Rose, where is she?
Gone into the night with that demon stranger.
But where? Why didn't you stop them?
Oh, I'm an old man. I cannot stand this harrowing business. He returned a short while ago, just after midnight, and then I thought I took precaution. Rose was in the garden, and I waited here for his knock on the door. But he didn't come, and when I chanced to look out, he was helping Rose into a carriage. And in a moment they were gone.
Which road did they take?
Toward Rotterdam. Oh, you must have passed them, surely.
Yes, it was one of Handriel's rented carriages speeding along the road. What'll we do? Where has he taken her?
To Rotterdam, no doubt, to one of his luxurious houses.
Menher Dow, this man has no houses. In Rotterdam, there is no such place as the Boom Key.
What do you... Why, there must be...
It doesn't exist, I tell you. But what I did find out is enough to make your heart stand still.
What, my boy? What did you find out?
The manorial records do list the Van der Heusens, giving their residence as the manor house of the Boom Key. But Russell van der Heusen has been dead for 3 centuries, and the line ended when he died. Menher Dow, Rose is engaged in marriage to a dead man.
What, my boy? What did you find out?
The manorial records do list the Van der Heusens, giving their residence as the manor house of the Boom Key. But Roosevelt van der Heusen has been dead for 3 centuries, and the line ended when he died. Mynheer Douw, Rose is engaged in marriage to a dead man.
A dead man? But, Godfrey, he was real. He was no ghost.
How can you know that, Mynheer Douw? To us he appeared to be nothing more than a large hat and a flowing black cape. What is underneath them? A man or an invisible being?
Well, and the gold, Godfrey. The coins are ancient ones, antiques. Even the dates, you see, more than 3 centuries back.
His apparel, too. He wore a costume out of the past.
But what shall we do? How do you look for a ghost?
I don't know. But we must find them.
And Rose, what can this dreadful sympathy be? There's bound to be more to this than we could possibly know.
Mynheer Douw, the carriage. It was one of Van Driedel's. I know it was. And this stranger must have rented it. Put on your coat. We're going to find Rose.
But how, my boy? What do you intend to do?
Van Driel will tell us where he was directed to go. If somewhere there exists a ghost world belonging to this dead man, we'll find it even if it's beyond the common strength of man to do so. Van Driel, drive as fast as the darkness will allow you. Are you sure you can find the place?
I think I can. It was some miles this side of Rotterdam, by a little road that ran next to a canal.
And, Padril, did they just disembark in this deserted place on the road?
That's right. He said drive until I saw 2 men standing to one side of the highway.
But, Van Driel, when did this stranger hire your carriage?
Well, a little before midnight. I heard a loud knock on my door, and when I opened it, there he stood.
What did he say?
Said he wanted to hire a carriage and offered me a whole sack of gold. Naturally, I couldn't refuse that, even if it were a funny time of night. He said he'd meet me in front of your house, Mynheer Douw.
And you waited there?
Until he came out of your garden gate with your niece.
So, he told you then to drive toward Rotterdam until you saw these men waiting on the side of the road. What were they like?
I really couldn't say, sir. I mean, it was very dark. I could only catch a glimpse now and then of their clothes. Looked very old-fashioned, they did, though. I think one was a footman and the other a coachman. Yeah. I saw a very ancient and dilapidated-looking buggy standing on the narrow road that branched off from the highway.
But they took this second carriage to where?
Oh, don't see, it is hopeless, my boy. How can we ever trace them?
Did he mention where he was going, Van Driel?
No, he didn't say a word.
But this road, what road is it? Do you know where it goes?
Well, if I remember rightly, it runs a few miles over the moors to an old house that's fallen to ruin. It's far off the beaten track, and nobody ever goes there.
Then that must be...
There's a name for it. An ancient manor house it is. Called the Boom Key, I think.
The Boom Key? Godfrey, it's the very same.
The Boom Key. So that's where it is. Mynheer Douw, the Lady of Good Luck rides with us this night. Van Driel, take the road to the ruin. To the Boom Key.
There is nothing to be afraid of, my Rose. We are at home.
But let us come another time, Mynheer. It's so dark here, and there's lightning in the western sky.
I will protect you, even from the lightning. Look, is the manor house of Boom Key to your liking?
Boom Key? Is that where you brought me, Mynheer?
It is our home, and you will be a lady here, with beautiful gowns and servants, anything you desire.
I was here before, long ago.
I know. I remember it well. You were a little girl then.
But who are you? I don't ever remember seeing you before, except in my dreams. Mynheer, I don't understand. Who are you?
I am one who has waited beyond the generations for this night. when you would come to me.
But I'm afraid. I don't like it here, Mynheer. Take me away back home. Please take me away.
I cannot now, my Rose. The risk is too great. Come. There is nothing to fear. Take my hand.
No.
But we have much to say. We must set the wedding day, and I would show you treasures and shower you with precious gifts.
The statue. There in the niche. That's where the statue was.
You remember it then? It was a statue of myself.
Where is it now?
Come with me. I will show you.
But where would you take me?
To the tower. There you can see the splendor of the Boom Key. All that I offer you. For a bit of affection in return. A bit of love in exchange for the outrageous riches of a king.
Oh, take me away. Take me back. This is but a ruin. There's nothing here except decay and the feel of death.
But that's not true. There is beauty here. I have tended it all these years, just for you.
Then why do you hide from me now behind that cape and hat? Show me your face so that I won't be afraid.
Come then, and I will show you. Come with me to the tower. Here are the stairs.
The tower stands alone in the ruins. The stairway is open to the sky. But then, will you take me back, Mynheer? My uncle, he will grow alarmed. He's an old man.
He loves you, too.
How can you love me, whom you have never known, Mynheer? How?
It began very long ago. She was as beautiful as you. Limpid brown eyes and dazzling cheeks. And her hair was like the shining ripples of the canal water. But what was her heart like, my Rose? It was like a stone on which the frost sits. And she betrayed me.
Who was this woman?
Look, here from the tower. The fields of tulips.
Stagnant marshes they are.
The abbey and the windmills.
Piles of musty stones.
She would have had it all. But she betrayed me.
Who betrayed you so, Mynheer?
Oh, my Rose, now you can save me. A man who is never loved, who can never die till he feels the warmth of a woman's heart. Say you love me now. Say you do.
No, Mynheer, take me away. Please take me away.
But she was your grandmother, 4 times removed, and I loved her more than I loved my own life. And even as you, her name was Rose.
My namesake? She's been dead 3 centuries, Mynheer.
Even as I. And when she betrayed me, I stood here in the night time and climbed here to the tower's ledge, and my body dropped from this height to the ground below.
Mynheer!
But I could not die. My ghost lived on, hungry and cold for the want of a woman's love. And none will set me free save yours.
My love.
Because you are the first girl child of your line, since she betrayed me. And I have waited and tended the Boom Key, and longed for the time when 3 words from your lips would unbind me from the earth.
You are a ghost. You are a dead man.
Don't turn away from me. Look at my face.
No. The statue. The wooden statue.
It is the only physical being I know.
Stand back from me.
Is it such a frightful thing? Rose, say the words that'll send me on my way. Is your heart so empty of a gift of kindness, even as hers? Below in the cellars of Boom Key are coffers of precious gold, and I offer it all to you for 3 small words.
Help me!
Rose! Look! There she is in the tower!
They have come to take you away.
Godfrey, the stairway to the tower. You see? It's open to the sky!
I have waited 3 centuries for this night and for you. They shall not take you back.
What will you do? Mynheer, come back! Come back! Godfrey! He's coming down the stairway. He has a sword!
Andril! Mynheer Dow! Look, there he comes!
Stay back! He's brandishing a sword!
Mynheer, I beg of you, do them no harm for my sake. I will say anything you wish, for my heart cries with pity. Is not compassion enough? Then I do love you with grief, Mynheer, and I would have you free. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Mynheer? I love you with sorrow because you are lost, and I would have you free.
Look! The lightning struck him and he fell to the ground. The figure burns like kindling.
Oh, what a terrible thing to see.
Look how straight it lies, like a statue of wood.
Rose. Rose, oh my darling, are you all right?
Godfrey, I was so frightened, so afraid.
But now it's all right. You're safe. And the ghost is destroyed. Look where it burns.
He was a ghost in a wooden statue. A phantom caught between 2 worlds and belonging to neither.
Come, my child. Let us leave this dreadful place. It's like a tomb here.
Now he is dead, Uncle Gerard. When I said the words, did you see? The lightning set him free.
Yes, my darling. We saw.
And above all, he wanted me to say I loved him. He gave me the riches of a king, Godfrey, just to say I loved him.
The carriage is waiting, Mynheer Dow.
We're coming, Fondriel.
And he meant no harm, Godfrey, for his heart was full of kindness. He was lost. He had no place to go. And the sword was only a wooden one, after all.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have brought you the story, The Wooden Ghost. Bellkeeper, toll the bell.
It's intermission time at the Baba Ghoulie Show. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for some hot popcorn? How's about your favorite soft drinks, which are sparkling cold? And there's all kinds of candy to tempt you. It's radio time, folks. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hope you're enjoying today's radio program. When it's done, be sure to check out our channel over at Watchwaddle. Enjoy some tunes with a nice cold soda.
This is X-100 to Goldenrod. X-100 to Goldenrod. Do you read me? Over. Normal descent on instruments. Normal descent on instruments. Altitude 90,000 feet. Approaching critical velocity. Something's wrong. I'm falling too fast. Goldenrod, I'm in trouble. The jets don't break my speed. I'm releasing the drag chute. The ship feels 500 pounds heavier. There's no drag and I'm getting too close to the Earth. There's nothing more I can do now. Estimate impact radius. 10 miles northeast your location. In case recorder's damaged, get this. Velocity 6,700 miles. Weight ratio 1 to 87. Thrust 220 tons. I'll tell the others. Goldenrod Baker to Goldenrod Able. Goldenrod Baker to Goldenrod Able. Goldenrod Baker to Goldenrod Able. Goldenrod Baker to Goldenrod Able.
Did you find it?
Came down about 3 miles east of Walker's Pass. Area 116 or 117 on your map.
How bad is he?
He bought it all the way.
You're certain?
No respiration, no heartbeat, no pulse. Came down pretty hard. The rocket unit's still in one piece and most of the control section. Everything else is scattered around for about half a mile.
Tell Donna to cover the entire area. Canaveral will want all the visual data we can give them.
Oh, and don't move anything till we get there.
Goldenrod Baker out.
Terribly sorry, Julie. I can understand how you feel. But we can't let it interfere with the work we have to do. You both knew it was a calculated risk.
I'll be all right, Doctor.
Well, let's get going.
Dave, look at the composition of this mud.
Dr. Wyman wants you to get full coverage on the entire area.
This was your first project under Dr. Wyman, wasn't it?
Yeah. I helped design the jettison unit that didn't work.
On a project like this, there's always a margin for error. You expect it.
Sure. Then when it comes, you find you really didn't expect it after all. You think Julie expected it? With his engagement ring on her finger? John Corcoran was the first man to be sent up in a satellite and ejected back to Earth. Only he was supposed to come back alive. Let's check the rest of it.
Look, Dave. Look. Don't blame yourself.
The answer lies in this wreckage. Let's recheck the crash pattern. What's that? This rip was smaller when we first got here. Would the stress of settling into the ground have widened it?
How could that be? The entire hull is made of magneridium alloy. I'd like to examine the body before we bring it out. All right. Watch you don't cut yourself, Doctor. Dr. Benson, come here quickly. Bring my bag. I want you to see this. How long did you say he'd been dead?
It's been at least 3 hours since the crash.
Over 3 hours and no sign of body rigidity. No skin discoloration. Temperature feels normal. No dilation whatsoever.
The cause of death must be due to an internal rupture.
I've never seen an internally damaged body with no sign of rigor mortis after so long. Let's get him back to the lab so we can continue the examination.
Help Dr. Wyman. He wants to take John back to the lab.
Right.
Dave, get a blanket.
Hello, Everglade. Hello, Everglade. This is Goldenrod. This is Goldenrod. How do you receive, over?
Aren't they receiving us?
That's not the question. Are we transmitting? They don't receive anything from us. They won't try and reach us until the frequency check at 9 o'clock.
By all medical standards, this man is dead. No heartbeat, no respiration. Yet his tissues refuse to dissipate.
Well, is it possible he could be in a kind of catatonic state? Could he still be alive?
Perhaps a form of hypometabolism.
That's impossible. His heart is stopped. There's no circulation. You know as well as I do that when this process stops, the brain starts to deteriorate almost at once. Within a matter of 3 minutes, it dies.
Hello, Everglade. Hello, Everglade. This is Goldenrod. This is Goldenrod. How do you receive? Over.
Maybe after this long a radio silence, they'll switch over to an emergency channel.
I've already tried that. How about the Air Force? Hello, Air Force emergency. This is Special CQD Goldenrod Station. How do you receive? Over. Everything's all fouled up here. I couldn't receive the spot weather report on this thing.
Yeah, but are you sure it's not your set?
No, I've already checked everything. Will you go out and ask Steve to come in here a minute?
Sure.
Hello, Everglade. Hello, Everglade. This is Goldenrod. This is Goldenrod. Do you receive? Over.
Nothing, Doctor. Doctor.
What is it? It's not a lesion. It's more like something had been forced through the tissue into high pressure.
Steve. The radio still won't work. Dave wants to see you.
Okay. I'll bet they're going nuts at the Cape. Get that radio working, Steve. We're going to need assistance.
Hey, what's the trouble? I can't transmit across the room with this thing.
It sounds like a magnetic disturbance.
Yeah. Could be the power lines fouled up outside. What's happening in there?
I don't know. Somehow we've got to get through to the Cape.
5 hours overdue now. I bet half the brass in the state of Florida's up in arms.
I hope not. If enough people find out about this, we'll have everybody up here.
I'll check the tower. You stay here and keep trying to get through, will you?
Yeah.
Look, if you pick up anything, give a yell, eh?
Right.
Blood pressure 120/80. Normal for a living man.
That's impossible, Doctor. You must have made a mistake.
But, Doctor, I checked it twice.
Well, this man does have normal pressure. That's impossible. Take a blood sample. I'll make a radiation count. Goldenrod to Everglade. Goldenrod to Everglade. Come in, Everglade. Over. Goldenrod to Everglade. Come in, Everglade. This is an emergency. Steve? What happened?
Something hit me. It was big like a bear. He came from out of the darkness and was heading for the lab. I know I put a couple of shots in it before I went down.
Wounded animal that large isn't good. How well are we armed?
Well, besides his pistols, we've got a couple of rifles. I think it headed toward the back of the building.
Dave, are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, it just clipped me.
It's inside.
It's in the medical room.
Wait a minute.
At the window.
Down to get the other lanterns. Did it get to him? No.
What do you think it was?
Well, this didn't come off any bear. Bring the light over here, will you?
No fur, no blood. Very much like leather.
Was the power out completely?
Yes, it is. You have any idea what caused it? Could be a break in the cable at the dam or a short circuit in one of the transformers.
Dave, are you sure the building was thoroughly checked? Are the wiring and fuses all right?
I went over everything thoroughly. I checked everything. I'll check again. Nothing's wrong here. Like I said, it's probably the disturbance up at the dam.
Well, Steve needs some help boarding the window.
Right.
Well, at least we won't freeze. I think a place like this would be equipped with heating. Up until a few months ago, this was a radar monitoring station. Most of the ultra-sensitive instruments respond better to the cooler atmosphere. Systolic was 140.
I'll have a blood sample for you in a few minutes.
How long do you think it'll take Canaveral to realize we're incommunicado and send aid? Well, if the security operation is tight as this, maybe another 12 hours. That could mean we could be here another day.
Doctor! Doctor! I've never seen anything quite like it. Notice the way it's fighting the others.
"7 hours and his blood is still alive. One of us will have to drive to the nearest telephone and call the Cape. Every minute counts.
What is it?
I've seen amoebic dominance of a cell structure before, but this is completely out of proportion.
What are they? What do they mean?
Well, normal blood has 2 basic cells. The red carry oxygen and the white fight infection. But this blood has 3. The 3rd cell, that big one. Well, that's completely foreign to any blood structure. If that bacterioid is contagious, then we've all been exposed.
I doubt if it's communicable. We better get to the nearest town fast. I imagine that'll be Desert City.
But that's over 30 miles. Isn't there anything closer?
There's nothing on the map.
Steve, call the Cape from Desert City. Get in touch with Dr. Zimmerman. Don't go into detail. Just tell him to get here as quickly as he can. What about equipment? Well, we need a new power supply. We need a refrigerated truck or an ambulance to transport the body. Oh, and tell him to request priority clearance directly to Walter Reed Hospital in Washington. Right. I'll be back as soon as I can. Keep checking the blood pressure, Doctor.
The last count was 140/80.
Well, that's all we can do at the present.
Any luck with the Jeep?
I can't figure it out. Cars in both the truck and the Jeep are burnt out.
Stopped.
They're both stopped. Take a look. We're in a magnetic force field.
A what?
A net of static electricity is surrounding the entire area. That's why our power's dead.
Well, we're not going anywhere tonight. The truck and the Jeep are burned out electrically.
What would cause a thing like that?
There's a very powerful magnetic source somewhere nearby. It's reversing all positive electrical power. Dr. Wyman, how close is the satellite compartment?
2, maybe 3 miles.
I was just thinking, is it possible that the compartment could be bombarded with electron particles?
It could be. It's happened before in some of the earlier snark firings to the Cape. When the missiles came back to Earth, they were pretty heavily magnetized. But there's a mountain range between us and the compartment. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any logic behind any of this.
Well, here's something to complicate things even more. This was the shot I took when Dave and I first got out there. Look at it closely. Dave, remember I mentioned the strange mud?
Yes?
Well, this was the last shot taken. Most of the mud has disappeared, and the opening is larger.
Yes, I remember that when we took John out of the compartment. But at the time, it didn't seem important.
Well, someone or something must have been there. There's an explanation and a good one for all of this. There must be. Some of the things that have occurred today are without precedent. A man in there alive that should be dead. Something that's never happened before. And we've never sent a man so far into space before. Well, we're all tired, disappointed, but under a terrible strain. After this long, the Cape has probably contacted the Pentagon. It's just a matter of time.
What if they can't get through? The magnetic force field works both ways.
Well, in the morning, one of us will have to hike down and meet them. As a precautionary measure, I suggest we all stay in this room tonight. Steve and Dave and I will take turns watching Kikoran. Julie.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I just can't hold it back any longer.
I know. I wish there was something I could say. I'll listen if you like.
It's bad enough losing someone you love. But this, the unknown, being held here. Alex,
Julie, he alone stood on the threshold of our future. What happened to him today, we may learn more than we've ever known. Maybe I should just listen.
so incongruous. He's dead. But is he dead?
Scientists, the more we learn, the more we realize there is to learn. Life itself is the greatest miracle. Well, when we get him to the hospital tomorrow, maybe we'll know.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Julie. What is it?
I think I hear something in there.
The light's out.
Head's gone.
Dr. Wyman!
There's nothing you can do. Must have taken the body. Whatever it is, it works fast. Let's take him down.
Steve, help him to the table. Johnny, you're all right.
Well, Julie, I don't know. I think so.
Where's Dr. Wyman?
What happened? Suppose you tell us what happened.
Julie, what happened to Dr. Wyman?
He's dead.
Why are you staring at me? You don't think that I had anything to do with it?
John, we're just as confused as you are. Did you see anything? Was there anybody in the room with you and Dr. Wyman?
I don't know. Last thing I remember, I was making my descent. The jets didn't take hold. When I finally released the drag chute, it didn't hold. I was too close to the ground.
You crashed. We brought you here. You don't remember?
I seemed to be floating in a warm, black mist. Oh, my head. My neck.
Oh, no. Look at that.
The same mark.
Tell me what's happening.
Johnny, you don't understand. We thought you were dead.
Dead? What do you mean, dead?
When we pulled you out of the compartment, your body had completely ceased to function.
A hypometabolistic state. A type of suspended animation brought on by the contraction of the mesenteric blood vessels in the pressure change of landing.
That kind of terminology I'd expected from Dr. Wyman, not from you.
Well, it seemed like the natural diagnosis.
From Dr. Wyman, yes.
In some way, I think Dr. Wyman is influencing me. I think he may be a part of me now. I don't understand. You've got to help me! Help me!
Fantastic. It's unbelievable. Things like this just don't happen.
But it has happened.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. It didn't come here to destroy.
Johnny, try to tell us. What didn't come here to destroy us?
Is he all right?
Yes.
They're gone.
What are you talking about?
Come see for yourself. That's what your blood looks like now. Normal in every respect. 4 hours ago, it was populated with alien amorphic cell structures.
I think we should see what I look like under the fluoroscope.
How will it work with the power out?
It operates on a radium cathode tube.
What are they?
The amorphic cell structures have expanded to...
They're using his body for a breeding ground.
You're not going to harm them, are you?
What do you mean? We don't even know what they are.
The one thing we do know is that they're alien to the human body.
Somehow they must have come down with you in the compartment.
Only a few hours ago, they were microscopic. We've got to do something.
If you destroy them, you destroy me. You can't destroy them.
Well, why not?
That's why not. Burned, but it got away, didn't it?
I don't think it'll go very far.
It's gone. It was burned pretty bad. I think we ought to track it down and make sure it's dead.
No, let's wait for help. We can't possibly combat that thing by ourselves.
Look, nobody has gotten to us, and no one probably will until it's destroyed.
Why does it have to be killed? Why are we always so quick to destroy? It's an alien. It's the first of its kind to come to the Earth.
John, you know what it's done to you, breeding its young in your body. You saw what it did to Dr. Wyman. Isn't that reason enough? It has to be killed.
You don't understand. It didn't come in malice. It could have killed all of you earlier, but it was me it was after. It had to come back to me to nourish its young.
All the more reason to destroy it.
Suppose it is still alive. Bullets don't harm it.
Well, fire seems to. How about a very pistol? Has an engulfing flame plus a delayed explosion.
It's better than a lantern.
Very pistol?
A flare gun. At short range, it'll chop down anything.
There's some in the cabinet in the hall. I'll get them.
No, Davey, you can't. Listen, you can't kill a living creature without giving it a chance to justify itself. Oh.
Let's put him in there. Can you give him something to keep him quiet?
Sodium amytal.
Good. We'll leave you here to watch him. Donna will come with us. We're going to need photographic coverage. Will that really keep him out until we get back?
I don't know. Under normal circumstances, this should render him unconscious for at least 12 hours.
But this isn't a normal person. What you and he were to each other has no bearing on what he is now, Julie.
I'm not worried. He's not dangerous. Not to me, anyway.
Oh, we can't take any chances. That creature eludes us and comes back here. Or if he gives you a bad time, you better know how to use a berry pistol. Believe me, Julie, he's not the same man you were engaged to. Thanks. Let me have one for Julie, will you? Now, don't worry. If we run into any trouble, we're not going to be heroes. Just pull the hammer back.
Just be back as soon as you can.
They got this far. It's a lot healthier than I am.
You know, I think it's leading us back to the compartment.
Yeah, it looks that way.
How long do you think we've been out?
Hey, look, my watch is running again.
Mine, too.
That means the magnetic field must be broken. It must be dead.
We better make certain. Seems like the most likely place for it to go.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe it's on the inside.
Yeah. Only you stay here until we're sure it's safe. Dave, you circle to the left and I'll go to the right.
Check. Nothing could possibly live through that. Look, it stopped again.
Hey, Steve! I better get some pictures before there's nothing left to shoot!
Fire over its head. You hurt?
No, I don't think so. It could have killed me. But it didn't.
Probably would if we hadn't chased it off. Might have wound up like Wyman.
We better get back. Julie's all alone, and the monster may try and contact O'Corin again.
Yeah, let's go.
Don't be afraid, Julie. I'm not going to hurt you.
That wasn't meant for you. That was for the creature or whatever it is.
Don't stare at me, Julie.
I'm sorry, John.
If what you say is true and I've been dead, I don't know what this means for us, but I haven't changed in my feeling. Julie, we're all afraid of the unknown. You don't understand what's happened to me, and because there's an unknown being, you want to destroy it. But isn't it possible that what's taking place is for a purpose? Why not let the creature have a chance to tell us why it's here?
But it broke in and attacked us. It killed Dr. Wyman. It's done this to you. We had to do something. Now the others have gone to make sure it's dead.
It's not dead, and they won't be able to find it.
How do you know?
Julie, I'm the one who's had the most contact with it. Something foreign is inside of me. Alive. If there was any cause for fear, wouldn't I know it? But I'm not afraid. This creature is intelligent. It wants something. We've got to give it a chance to communicate with us.
See, the sedative didn't work.
My bodily reactions aren't those of a normal person.
What happened to the creature?
Got away.
Then it's alive. He told me it would be. Somehow he knew. He seems so sure that it's not evil.
This isn't a battle between men and an unreasoning being. Can't you see it doesn't want to kill for the sake of killing? It could have done away with all of us earlier if it wanted to.
Until we discovered its fear of fire.
Listen. When you were out checking the power lines last night, all you had with you was a pistol, which you fired at it with no effect. If it had been a wild animal, it would have tried to kill you before moving on.
Can you account for what happened to Dr. Wyman?
No, I can't. But maybe it could if we gave it the chance.
Why should we give it a chance? It's already committed murder. It's done I don't know what to you, and it's attacked Donna.
Look, if you were in a strange place and you were trying to communicate with the inhabitants, but every time you tried, they made a move against you, the only way to break through to them would be to take a hostage. Can't you see that's what it's been doing? It's been acting out of fear and self-preservation. It wants to communicate with us, but it doesn't know how. We've got to give it a chance.
What do you have in mind?
It's obvious the creature keeps coming back to me because part of it is inside of me. Why not let me lead us to it? In the daylight, in the open.
Maybe he's got something.
When we were out searching for the creature, our watches started running again. And then when we encountered it, they stopped. On our way back here, they became active again. And now everything's dead. Now, it's my guess that the magnetic disturbance originated from two different locations. One from the creature, and then from you.
It might be the only thing that's keeping you alive.
If my life has been given back to me, it's for a purpose. Trust me, and we'll learn why.
If the creature isn't what you believe it to be and we're forced to kill it, then we have no indication of what will happen to you.
I know. That's why it's important to let the creature make itself known before we take any action.
All right. But if we follow Johnny's plan, we still have to be prepared. We've no way of knowing what can happen to us out there.
Remember, we've agreed to give the creature every opportunity to prove itself.
In the morning, we still agree to follow Johnny's plan. We'll get an early start.
By that time, maybe help will arrive.
Dave and I will stand guard. The rest of you get as much sleep as you can.
Will it come back here tonight?
I don't know.
about Johnny's plan.
So am I. I don't know if he's responsible for his actions.
I think it might be a trap.
If it is, this time we're going to be prepared. Come on. How about a Molotov cocktail?
We fill it with gasoline and then use it as a hand grenade.
That's the ticket. We could saturate the creature and detonate it with a Berry pistol. There's no way it could escape then.
How many bombs are we going to make?
Well, between us, we ought to be able to carry about 6.
What are we going to do with the girls?
Take them with us. It's better than leaving them here unprotected. That's enough.
Are we going to tell Julie and Donna about this?
I think we better. Make sure Johnny doesn't find out, huh?
You ever seen any of these work before?
Yeah. Guadalcanal. Guerrilla tank was running wild behind our lines. He knew we couldn't do any much damage with our rifle, so he was playing kind of a cat and mouse game. Till he knew he could finish us off. Not far from where we were, there was a truck overturned, and the kid in it saw what was happening. Got the brilliant idea to bring me some gasoline, and we made up some of these. That tank came by, we smeared it but good. It's pretty horrible to see, but it worked.
Yeah, well, it'd be good for me to get off of this mountain. Even with these cocktails, I'm not anxious to tangle with that creature again.
Well, none of us are, but I don't think we have any choice. It came down the satellite. It's our responsibility. Besides, it's better to stalk it and have it come after us.
Yeah, you're probably right. And so, I wish we could wait for some help. I just don't like the idea of taking Julie and Donna with us.
Well, I don't either. Then we don't know when help will arrive. We can't leave them alone. What are you doing here?
What are you doing with Dr. Wyman's body?
I couldn't sleep. I had to see how he was killed. Half his head gone. It's horrible. I don't expect you to trust me. I don't even know whether I can trust myself, but please don't treat me like a monster. I haven't done anything wrong.
John, it's not a question of right or wrong. Maybe you're not responsible for your actions. Whether you are or not, who knows what you might do?
Look, John, don't you realize this unknown creature is using your body as a breeding ground? We don't know what to expect.
I can't deny anything you've said. I do receive impulses from the creature, but I know I have free will. I know I can still make my own decisions.
Was it your own free will or the creature's? But insist it's benevolent.
I'm not sure. But I do know that we have to give it a chance to explain, and I know that no harm will come to you.
Daylight will be here in about 3 hours.
Gotta get some rest.
It's all the same to you. I'll stay here for a while.
I'll get the bags.
All right.
You will give it a chance to explain.
We'll give it a chance.
creature isn't far away. There's some hills to the north, and a cave.
But he's never been in this area before. How does he know there's a cave?
It's in there. Julie, Donna, stay there.
There's nothing to fear.
We're not going to take any unnecessary chances. The girls will wait here. Okay, you lead the way.
You're going to give it a chance? You're not going to kill it? You're not going to kill it!
What happened? Why did you let him go?
We couldn't stop him.
I brought them to you. They don't understand. I'm not sure I do. How can I help you to communicate with us?
Now I am able to speak by assimilation, a form of photosynthesis. I've been able to incorporate certain of Dr. Wyman's functional processes.
Was Dr. Wyman's death necessary?
Through his sacrifice, I can communicate, understand your reasoning, your motivations, your way of life. I will need your help. Together we must make them understand that I have not harmed you, and that we will give them a better way of life.
Look! Listen! Please listen!
Do not be afraid. I am not here to harm you.
We're too far away. Let's move in.
Do not be afraid.
That's Dr. Wyman's voice.
It is his voice.
But how?
Yes, I am using Dr. Wyman's voice. I have been able to master the use of many of his faculties. With his voice, I am able to communicate with you.
You killed him!
He is not dead.
Not dead?
He has gained something more than life as you know it. He is the first of your kind to attain immortality.
Immortality? We're not interested in that kind of immortality.
I know you want to destroy me, but listen. Please listen. I only want to help you. Millions of years ago, my people inhabited a planet such as yours. We discovered the ultimate power, just as you on Earth are about to do.
You ready to make your move?
should have put this power to our own benefit. Instead, hatred, greed, and prejudice caused us to misuse that power. And it brought about our own destruction.
Open target. Now's our chance.
But you can't risk killing Johnny.
No, wait.
What harm is there in hearing them out?
For centuries, we have been circling your Earth, waiting for a means to penetrate your atmosphere. Your projectile was the first to present a means of entry. Those before were not retractable and burned as they fell back to Earth. I am the first to come to you.
Death and destruction?
If what you say is true, what are we to expect?
You need me, and I have come. Through me, we will unite our intellects within one body.
It's insane.
And how do you plan to do that?
Already it has begun. Within the hour, the first of our new generation will be born.
It's true. I can feel them inside. You're imposing your will on us. You're sacrificing our civilization for the resurrection of your own. I've been a fool. The only way you can be saved from your downfall is by our sacrifice. What you propose is dominance, not salvation.
Don't be governed by fear.
Go ahead and kill me. You've already said I'm dead. A dead man with a brain and a body kept alive artificially to feed a generation of monsters.
That's not true.
If you don't kill me, a new civilization is inside of me. It will destroy mankind as we know it today. The future of our race is in you. You've got to kill me.
We have to destroy it. John! Run! Get away from it!
He will live on to become a greater being in future generations to come. Don't kill me. In destroying me, you are destroying your only hope for mankind.
You've got to kill me!
We will still save you. In your quest for self-destruction, you will send up more satellites. And we will be there, waiting to come again.
We made the right decision.
John made the decision.
Let's hope it was the right one. We'll probably never know.
Thanks for watching the Baba Ghoulie Show by OTR Halloween Holidays. This is Waddle the Duck saying check out Channel Watch Waddle for some fun cartoons with no static.